Hello everyone, welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob, and we're here to just hang out, chill, and answer questions, get excited for holiday time, family and friends playing games, and you guys, I guess. I'm just kidding. And then, yeah, and what I usually like to do is talk about games still, but this way, during a Q&A stream, if you're new here, we kind of treat it as like where you can come and ask questions that normally you'd come in the middle of a playthrough stream, and I'm trying to stay on topic and play the game and focus on what's happening, and then people always come in and say, Rob, what do you think about this game on crowdfunding, or what do you think about this game that before, or what are your thoughts on the game you streamed 7 years ago? And it interrupts the stream, and like it gets off topic, and some people don't like it, and sometimes I care and sometimes I don't, but at least you can ask those questions today, and it doesn't interrupt the playthrough. The 99% of people watching that game who get bothered, because they're like focused on that game. They came there for that game. They don't want to talk about other games. We can. Oh, lots of mic static. Come on, man. Okay, one sec. How about now? Test.
I'll talk as well, see if it's mine as well.
Yeah, it might be mine, like touching here. Mel's is like touching her sweater, but we kind of fixed it. Yeah, it'll take a sec. It'll take a sec. Yeah, we replugged everything in. All good? Oh, okay. Mel's muted?
Am I though?
Oh, you are. But how? Did you unplug again? Okay, one sec. Yeah, you just plugged in again, right?
No, I didn't touch anything.
Okay, unplug and plug in. Just double check. All the plug-in parts, like, there's this middle part. Yeah, just make sure. Now talk?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think Mel's good now.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. She was probably like slightly unplugged a bit, like so one channel's getting through, but not both. All right. Well, great start to our Q&A.
Okay.
That's it. Screw this.
Yep.
I blame it.
Christmas is over.
Yeah, it's over. Party's over. Everyone, get out. Get out. Christmas is ruined. Bah humbug.
The static is also fixed, I assume?
Yeah. They would let us know. They said that was good.
Okay.
We fixed one problem to create another problem. Welcome to technology.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so do we start over again?
Yeah, so all I was saying was this is a Q&A. We do this every year. Sometimes we do more than one a year, but I'll be honest, I've talked about it before. It's not something I really care to do. I got into this to kind of like play games on YouTube and show people cool games, or play games with people who are fans of those games, just, bond and have fun around the game table. It wasn't just to sit there and chat and like talk about me. Who cares about that? We're here for the games usually. So Jacob, thank you so much for being a member for 36 months.
Thank you so much.
No, stay. All right.
All right,
Okay,
all right.
okay. Everyone
We'll
can stay.
We'll stay.
All right. Get your drinks out or have some Christmas cheer. This is my truth serum, so I'll tell you guys the real truth, because normally I tell you all lies. So stick around, an hour or so into the stream. I should be telling you the way I really feel, okay? Just kidding. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna do this for like 2 hours. I've set a timer. We do have a family function to get to. I just figured I'd do it today instead of yesterday before Kyle was coming to stream, because playing with Kyle is a completely different setup where I have to move things around and stuff. So it just made it easier to do today, but it makes it so it's not gonna go 3 or 4 hours like it does every other year. So we're gonna try to keep it to 2. Janet, thank you for supporting the channel for 56 freaking months. Thank you for your generosity.
Thank you.
This is Merry Christmas all.
Merry
Yes.
Christmas to you, Janet.
Merry Christmas. Happy
You
holidays.
and your family.
Hope you guys are doing well. Merry Rantmas.
Yep.
The ball gang. Hey.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, Q&A. Main points I want to state is the fun part of doing these and why it's fun to do this one at the year end or do them sporadically is it gives a spot for people to come in, ask questions that normally they might not feel like asking or would like derail a live stream that we're focused on a game or a series that has nothing to do with what you want to talk about. This way you can ask about those games or my thoughts, or like you can tell me about the game and we can go look things up, and like who cares? It's like fully loose and open whenever. And I don't feel guilty, giving a 20-minute rant in the middle of a, Tainted Grail playthrough or whatever, So it's like where all the people who've shown up are like, I'm here for Tainted Grail and to watch Rob play Tainted Grail and watch Mel there. And then all of a sudden they're like, now they're talking about some random crowdfunding game that's not even in the same genre. Like, why do I care about this? Like, why are they wasting my time? I want to respect that. So yeah, we can put those here. So normally I like to just talk about other things, games of the year, kind of kill time for 20 minutes or so, let people show up so then we can do the Q&A. But I saw some people throwing in questions already. I just want to try to answer those a little bit before we get on. The super important ones, especially like if I go back here, we have Slice the Elder in chat. Oh yeah, another thing I want to say. I looked into the YouTube little handle thing.
Oh, okay.
The way that YouTube has rolled that out in the past and rolled it back. We've seen this over the last couple of years. The reason why they rolled it out this time, they're sticking with it, and why they want to use it is because there's a lot of impersonation on YouTube. So to prevent impersonation, because that's fully unique, you can't fake that. But I guess your regular YouTube name, everyone can be named, Bill Gates. And,
Yeah.
I can come in your chat, hey, I'm Bill Gates, and then another Bill Gates shows up, and then I'm the real Bill Gates. Give me money, and, or I'll give you money. Just give me your credit card number. I'll send it to you and your bank account and your social security number. Just send me all this personal information. I'm the real Bill Gates, right? And there are stupid people who fall for that stuff, right? I'm a Nigerian prince and I'm here to help you, kind of stuff. So it's YouTube's way to combat that impersonation and people in comments scamming people for information, all that kind of stuff. So like, update your handle, make it something you want to be called, because now that I know this, I'm going to try to forget people's previous YouTube names as best I can and try to just go with the handles. So there's a way to update it. I don't know how. I updated mine when they first rolled them out years ago. But if you don't want it to be some random letters and numbers, you just go edit it, and that's something now that's yours, and it'll be across all YouTube. So it's just the way it's going forward. So you got to respect it, I guess. I was looking at a way to not respect it and change it, but they're like, nope, this time we're sticking to it. It's just a security thing. Helps people not get scammed. And I'm with that. I'm down with that. Having some IT security background, it's like I'm with it. I'm with it. So thank you, Janet Williams 1833 for your help. I appreciate it. All your support. Anyways, yes. Oh. Wait.
Old Guy Games. Thank you so much.
Wait, Casey's on the nice list?
Apparently.
I guess.
Apparently.
Yes, he's done some nice things. Yeah, I guess this year is an exception. I'm just kidding. Ball game is always awesome. Thank you for the super chat. You don't have to do that. You don't. Thank you so much. All the random chats between a playthrough and branching off into a rant or a discussion to make a point is the heart and soul of your channel, and don't attempt to change it. I don't mean the rants about the current game or frustrated about something about that game's design or that publisher or even an adjacent product. Like when we play like an LCG by FFG and then there's news about another LCG releasing a product, I know there's tons of crossover between the fan base of all those games. So that kind of stuff will continue for sure. But it's just when like someone comes in and like recent example was, hey Rob, are you playing this Sword and Sorcery expansion? It just came out, and I'm like just starting a Tainted Grail playthrough, which is a similar game, huge campaign, but will probably go on for months. And it's like I don't even know the answer to that right now because it's like I'm focused on like all the rules and playing this game and doing a good stream for it. And it's like people are here to see Tainted Grail, and it's like some people do care about Sword and Sorcery in that expansion, or whether I'll stream it or not. But it's like, do we want to? I like, and at that point, I don't know what that expansion is. So do I stop the stream it now, look it up,
Yeah.
go order it, or read about it, tell you my answer whether I'm going to play it or not? Like I haven't even looked into it. I don't even know about it. So it's like it's hard to answer that stuff. Get a little derailed. But ask those questions. They're fine. It's just like this is the spot for it, I think. But I only do this once a year, so it's like I know I need to do it more, but I'm not going to probably. So I've tried it in the past to be consistent and do like Q&As, little coffee chats and all that stuff, but it's like I don't know. Not my passion for sure. Not my passion. Bob's here. Hey Bob. The Silver Bob. Oh,
like
hey. Hey you Silver Fox. I better be on the nice list or I want a refund.
He was.
Oh, okay.
I mean, so far everyone has been, so I don't know who's going to come and change that.
I don't know how to do the refund, so thankfully he was on the nice list. I don't even have the power to do that, I don't think. Hey, Bob, how's it going?
Thank you for the support for 38 months. Hope you are doing well.
All right, back to the super important question Slice the Elder asked before the stream even got started, literally an hour before the stream got started.
I love that you guys are waiting ready.
Yeah. I put a test message earlier. I was testing out a feature, and then like so I put it in like 2 hours before the stream. I'm just like, I'll type a test message in the chat, I'll delete it in a sec. And then I type it in, I'm testing out like some colors and lining up things, and then Andre replies like right away, hello, test message. Like, what? The stream's not live for 2 hours. Who is watching this chat? I gotta be careful what I type on my computer that could accidentally go into a chat window, you know? Somebody's always watching. But anyways, so the question, if I can, let's see if we can make it work. WTF, so what the frig is Boxing Day, or in your case, Unboxing Day? Yeah, I should take that over and make Unboxing Day, where I just like unbox stuff on that day.
Oh, that'd be funny.
A huge live stream and just everything that I've saved up to unbox, and sitting there punching out tokens and sorting stuff all day long. No, that would be not.
Oh, people would watch though.
Yeah. So important, very important question. Everyone needs to know the answer. And if you're not Canadian or Australian or wherever Boxing Day is, you might not know. And why don't we see this? Okay, one second. See? Why does it not show up?
Can't go smooth.
There?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's weird because that was working before. All right, fun live stream today. Okay, so very important, everyone needs to know. Boxing Day, this is according to Encyclopedia Britannica, so super legit source here. Boxing Day is a public holiday. In Great Britain and some Commonwealth countries, particularly Australia, Canada, New Zealand, holiday December 26th, on which servants, tradespeople, and poor traditionally were presented with gifts. By the 21st century, it had become a day associated with shopping and sporting events. Explanations for the origin of the name varied, but with some believing that it derived from the opening of alms boxes that had been placed in churches for the collection of donations to aid the poor. Others, however, have held that it came from the boxes of gifts given to employees on the day after Christmas. According to this theory, because the work of servants was required for the Christmas Day celebrations of their employees, they were allowed the following day for their own observance of the holiday. The practice of giving bonuses to service employees has continued, although it is now often done before rather than after Christmas Day. So it's basically turned into, if anyone knows what Black Friday is from the US, a huge marketing push to go buy sale stuff and to generate holiday sales. Before Black Friday was ever even talked about in Canada. So like when I was younger, no one talked about it. Like 20 years ago, I feel like no one talked about Black Friday at all.
No.
And then eventually we started learning about it. We crossed the border, we go celebrate it and like go buy and shop and get deals. But originally, Canada's corporations treated Boxing Day like our Black Friday, except I feel like the deals always were legit because they actually knew people weren't really shopping after Christmas. Right. So it was a way to clear out stuff that didn't sell so well before the holidays and try to get people to come and spend those gift cards and come and clear out stock that they need out of their warehouses and their stores so they can start filling it up with the products of the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, it's now become like a second Black Friday, still kind of that, but we also have Black Friday in Canada. We celebrate it just like the US, where companies, a lot of US companies are now in Canada. So it's just become a normal thing where like Black Friday is not really deals. It's just garbage products made in advance that are put at a certain price or lowered from their inflated price prior to Black Friday to kind of make people have FOMO, to get them into stores to just start spending, even though there's not really many true deals. You're just getting inferior products for a cheaper price because it's more planned now. Before it was like, oh, something's not selling, like let's discount it, make surprises, get people in. Now people are just like sheep who just go and shop that weekend, and it's become a thing, so they don't need to try as hard. But Boxing Day, I feel like it's like, I know now there's Boxing Week, just like there's Black Friday week and all this stuff. So anyways, long-winded answer there, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just a holiday we have after, which I don't think anything is like, there are things that are open, but they're open limited hours. It's treated like a holiday. It's a statutory holiday. So it's like a full day off, paid day off in Canada. But like now retail, before a lot of retail wasn't open that much. And it was only limited hours, but now they're open like, they start deals online at midnight. They open at like 6 a.m. doing deals, and they stay open like a full day. But it is a holiday. And yeah, so there you go. So we get like 2 days back to back that are stat holidays, fully off. No, offices and government stuff and banks, all that stuff are closed. Just like New Year's Day and Christmas Day and all that. It's like, yeah. So we get like 3 holidays at a time, kind of. Okay. Let's see what other questions we have here. I'm going to try them just out of the main chat.
Yeah.
I was going to try to do that separate thing where you enter your questions and they don't scroll away, but I'll try this for a bit and see. So if you have questions, drop them in as we go. Maybe wait till closer to when I'm done rambling about a question, but I'm going to try to be quicker. So Jana wants to know this for you, Mel. Did you do an exit advent calendar this year?
So let's say yes / not complete yet. I know it obviously is the 24th. There's still one. So we got one to do with Chelsea. She has been so busy with school.
Mm-hmm.
She told me she wanted to. We started to do a few of the days as we were going, but then she was getting overwhelmed with school and she was very busy. So she said, "Can we put this on hold until my break starts?"
Yeah.
So then she kind of said like, okay, now she's on break. I think we're gonna probably finish all of it in a day.
But the cool part with
tomorrow.
The cool part with that I've noticed is that you could even skip a few days, and because they're so micro-sized, you guys can sit down for like an hour and just plow through a whole bunch. So it's like it's super flexible, I feel.
Yeah. So we are, but we're not up to date in the one that we're doing. And we're doing the sleigh one.
Yeah, we're doing them in order, so they're on their third one. Every year I order one, usually in like the spring, or try not to wait too late because a bunch of them sell out. Yeah. But this year,
especially the new ones.
Yeah, so we're just doing them in order, so we're like behind. But what I found is that helps it so that when we go to grab ours, it's like always in stock. So yeah, I've just been ordering them every year for them. Janet, thank you for helping us start that tradition.
Yeah, it's very, very, very nice.
Yeah.
Chelsea loves doing them, and she's actually very, very good at it. So I kind of like sit back and let her kind of take the lead on it.
Yeah, I walk by, they like I helped you guys with like the one or something. But like I don't usually get involved. I'm like, I just let them do their mother-daughter bonding and whatever. Fun. I force Chelsea to play different games.
Yeah. Thank you, Janet.
Matthew's asking a question. Is this your guys' career? So this is not Mel's career, but this is technically my career. So I do this full time. I quit my job in 2019 to just do this and jump in, try it out. And then I was scared, but I was ready. I saved up a bunch of money. Invested in a bunch of things so that if it failed, I could just fall back and go back to my old ways, or like try to make it work for a year. And if I had to dip into savings, I did, but I didn't. Thanks to everyone's generosity, I was able to keep it going. And then with the continued membership, super chats and stuff, I've just kind of every year been able to keep doing it. And then it was really good a couple years ago. I was able to like invest in new equipment, travel to conventions, all that kind of stuff, buy more games, back crowdfunding. But I've kind of backed off from that. I don't want to be so aggressive with like buying games and stuff. And I think I've upgraded things to a good quality. So I've kind of been more frugal with that, but people have still been helping out, keeping the channel going. So for the foreseeable future, we should be good. But yeah, if that ever stopped and people weren't so generous and got sick of me and left, I just have to go find another job and stop doing this. So for now, it's still going. Thank you guys for your support. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. And then yes, of course, Mel joins me in her free time to play on stream. But yeah, it's just me. And yeah, thank you guys for the support.
Yeah.
So yeah. Let's see here. Sean's asking, do you hate punching tokens in a new game, and why do you hate it so much? I don't hate punching tokens, but I've been getting a little more sick of sorting games because it's gotten better over the years, but not every publisher gives a nice insert, a way to organize things. And even when they do give you a bunch of baggies or a nice insert, it seems like not many companies, if any, give you a way to tell you where it goes. And I find I have to dig up online, either find some crowdfunding update among 300 where it tells you what goes where, or I find some video, or I find some BGG posts instructing you where things should go, but even they're not sure. So like these publishers that design these inserts or give you the storage and then the tokens don't fit correctly, or when you sleeve cards, they don't work. It's like all that stuff frustrates the hell out of me when it's not just a pamphlet in there going, oh, punch out all these tokens, put these ones here, put these ones here. Some publishers do. They actually put on the well, like this kind of token goes here, this kind of token goes here. And in the rule book, it tells you where it goes in the insert. But it feels like the inserts are designed by like the right hand, and then the game and the rule book and all the rest is designed by the left hand. And they don't talk and nothing works out. So it's like very frustrating. I know that's a huge area in the industry that needs to be like respected. Because like people are like, oh, this is an awesome insert. But it's like, where do you put things? Like, oh, I put things here. Why? Just because I feel like it. It's like, how come like whoever designed this insert had a vision? Why don't we know that vision of why it's the way it is? So I get annoyed by the organization, but I get more annoyed by reading rule books. But again, it's like I expect certain things, and then it's like when I hit roadblocks, I get frustrated, and I just want to play games. It's that repeated process of punching, organizing, and learning that's like over and over again. It's like, oh, I dread it sometimes. I dread it, especially with certain publishers and games. But I don't really hate it. It's part of it. It's fun smelling all this stuff. But yeah, it's like, I don't mind the punching part. It's the sorting and the organization. But yeah, anyways. 45poll.w says, I'm still interested in your thoughts on Asmodee handing Fantasy Flight some of the CMON licenses they purchased. Are you intrigued or excited for FFG to be making board games again? They're not making anything, from my understanding. I want to do a stream about this back when Mel's back to work. I already have notes for it and everything.
So don't go too in depth.
Yeah, I was gonna do it in December, but then I started playing. Under Falling Skies and was like just wanted to play that those weeks instead. But the whole FFG announcement that they're like have some CMON licenses, how they've been, and then the whole vault thing they announced. I want to discuss that all on a separate live stream that I have planned. Hopefully that happens. But the short to just answer your question now, I'm not excited or intrigued at all by them having the CMON licenses. If you listen to everything they said, they're basically just fulfilling or continuing what was already there. They said they have contact or collaboration with the current designers to make sure that the current products get made, but making new stuff, I don't know if they hinted at that fully or said officially they're doing new stuff with those licenses. I think they'll wait to see like how it works out, but they do have them. But they, for years, have had the Dead of Winter IP that they got when Plaid Hat separated from Asmodee. FFG got handed the Dead of Winter evergreen game line, and everyone thought, oh, this is cool. FFG is going to make a new version or some cool expansions or go nuts with this, and we'll have an FFG beautiful version of the game and whatever. Not that the original one's not great. Definitely needs some work, but... And what has happened with that in the last 5 years or whatever it's been? Nothing. They just have the license and it just gets reprinted. So everything they shown mainly was they're just going to print what's already made. They just have the license and they're in charge of printing it, but it's like I don't know. I haven't seen anything that's like, this is a bunch of FFG designers and are all working on a new, Cthulhu Death May Die product. It's like, I haven't seen that yet, so I'm not excited that they're just not going to do what they did for Dead of Winter and just, it's in their website, but it's like not anything different. It has their logo on the box, not anything different. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So no, I'm not excited or intrigued at all, really, yet. I feel like it's still Asmodee doing the same thing they've always done, is just have FFG play it safe. Play it safe, redo what you've already done and what's profitable, slap another license on someone's old design, and don't deviate too much. Just be quick, get it done, and stick with what you know. And it's the same thing I saw when I worked for Tim Hortons / Burger / whatever is all owned by RBI. They do the same thing where they buy up businesses. So they buy up Heinz and Ann InBev or whatever, that beer company. They just buy up these brands and then they basically cut costs and make them just stick to what makes money and not deviate from it too much. And it just prints money. They don't want to come in and reinvent the wheel. Don't want to change anything. They just want to slim everything down. I feel like that was what Asmodee did when the finance companies came in and bought FFG and all these publishers. They're just like, just do what you're good at. Don't cut all the fat. Cut all the things that aren't profitable. Do not gamble. Do not get creative. Stick with what has sold and just be boring. And that's kind of what FFG is now. And it makes sense when you've been in a company that gets taken over by a, what are those called? Like investment firms or whatever. And they're just like, fire a bunch of people, cut everything, downsize, trim the fat. And they're like, just focus on what makes you money. That's kind of what FFG is. So I'm not excited. And then the Vault thing is like them mentioning, oh, we're going to reprint things we're going to do crowdfunding, but we're only going to do crowdfunding for things that maybe we can reprint from the past that we couldn't reprint before because we didn't have enough money and we weren't sure about interest. So we use crowdfunding for that. And that's just playing it safe.
Yeah.
So everything I heard from FFG at their in-flight report is the same shit we've heard for the last few years, is boring, playing it safe. We got our balls cut off years ago. We're not allowed to do anything cool and creative. We literally are only allowed to play it safe. So like, the LCGs that didn't make Mad Bank just disappear. The ones that do stick around. The card games that make money like CCGs, they get to be made. But, and the board games we see are just reskins of previous board games. Nothing new, like Unfathomable. It's like, Battlestar Galactica reskin. That's the best we got for you. Here you go, But yeah, anyways. Even like Descent is just like Descent and mixed with the Mansion of Madness / Lord of the Rings stuff. And it's like, here's our app-driven game, but it's literally the same app-driven games we've been making already. Like, we're all just playing it safe. So yeah, anyways, there you go. Okay. Sorry, this chat was not scrolling here. I don't see. Oh, the pirate themed Zombicide. So that's probably a project that was already fully finished. This is the thing. Like, whenever somebody buys a company, it's like there's stuff that's all in the works and like design and art's already done for it. So they're just taking over that, and it's probably just already complete, and they have access to the people who are working on it. So, but then I know some people from CMON or Guillotine Games or whatever, like, split off and started their own thing. So you're gonna see them under a new name trying to get Kickstarter going again and crowdfunding money and stuff. So they obviously don't have access to everybody if they started their own company, or maybe it is that company that's working with FFG. But yeah, the pirate theme stuff I'm sure was already done. If you know CMON, they literally have probably the next 6 crowdfundings already because they launch one a month. So it's like, you can't just be, all right, we just finished one. Let's make the next one right now. No, they've made those. They've been working on them all for years. That's why they're also similar. That allows them to keep making new ones because they literally are not creative in any way other than someone needs to make new minis, someone needs to make new art. But mechanically, you don't need to playtest or design anything new because they're all the exact same game over and over again. So, snooze fest. All right, so no excitement there. Sorry, nothing. Let's see here. Scrolling through. Question: the game that will be for sure on the table when playing with family over the holidays. I can't say because some of them are gifts.
That's true.
So I don't want to say any. And then the ones I'd bring over to play, I haven't decided on yet. And we are going to family today, but like I don't even know if I'm bringing a game there because they're not really gamers like that.
I don't know that there's room either.
Yeah.
Like a smaller space.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I was thinking of just bringing like a basic party game to kind of break the ice since there's like newer people there that haven't really been around, aren't really talkative, but I might just sit in the background and just watch and let things flow.
Yeah.
And kind of just,
There's also like new significant others that we have never met yet.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't want to scare them away being like, here's the game. Sit down for 20 minutes while I throw rules at your face.
We need to get to know them first.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm okay with scaring them away. I don't really care, but I only see them once a year kind of thing. But yeah, it's like, but after we're playing with our gamer side, after
in a couple days.
But we're giving them game gifts. They get game gifts. They have games that I haven't played. I'll probably bring some games as backup, but for sure this in the table that we'll for sure play. I can't say just in case they're watching. I don't want any spoilers. So yeah, cop out answer.
Yep.
Sonia wants to know, what's your favorite campaign of the year and your favorite game? I knew this was going to get asked. That's why I didn't start off the stream with breaking the ice of like talking about the best games we played this year. I was like, it ends up getting asked later when people join the stream late.
Yeah. Can I go first in case we have the same answer?
Yes.
I think I'm like 99.9%.
So there's two answers you have to be, but they could be the same thing.
The same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
go ahead.
The same. And I'm 99.9% sure this was this year that we played it. Was Fate Forge?
No, that was last year.
Oh.
I think it's spilt into this year, but we talked about that last year's holiday stream because
let me think.
I think we finished it right before the holidays.
That was like, yeah, I really, really like. Okay, let me.
You can bring up the.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take a quick peek-see here.
I'll answer in the meantime. My favorite campaign game was Iridia, and my favorite game I played was Unstoppable. With a very close second is Lord of the Rings: Fate of the Fellowship. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And if you're a Chip Theory fan and you're like, what? He didn't say Elder Scrolls Betrayal of Second Era? This freaking bastard. I spent thousands of dollars on that game and he liked it. That game, literally, I played more last year than I played it this year. So I don't really consider it a this year game for me, but I know a lot of people got it this year, I think. But yeah, obviously I like that one a lot. And that would probably be up there. But Iridia was like, yeah, it was neat, different, and it was cool. Yeah. It was like a better version of Sleeping Gods to me personally, I think. But yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know that then I have an answer.
Oh, seeing you scroll by, another awesome one we played, Tiny Epic Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
That was awesome.
Looking at the games that we played, campaign games, I'd probably actually say Clank. That was my favorite of the campaign.
Oh
games
yeah.
That we
I can see that. Yeah, that makes sense.
That was a lot of fun based on the games that we played this year. And then my favorite game.
And some of these didn't come out this year, maybe.
Yeah.
They're just new to us or whatever.
I don't really think I have a favorite looking through here. Yeah, the Fate of Fellowship is fun. I don't know that is my favorite, but it was very, very fun.
I would put Vantage as like something that was interesting and cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't my favorite, but it was definitely something like a highlight of this year, I feel.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Clank 2 and then maybe
Clank Legacy Season 2 or whatever.
Yeah. And then with a quick second, maybe the Arkham Horror scenario that we played this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine.
Yep.
We didn't play. I thought Fate Forge was this year.
Yeah, we played. When you were just scrolling on our, live stream page there, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like we played a lot of campaigns. Jeez.
Yeah, we did.
It was like
We did.
I forget the name. I just saw it, but there's like Tales of the Red Dragon Inn was on there.
Yeah.
Chronicles of Druganor or Drunagor, however you say it, and then the Dark Quarter.
Yeah, that was
Arkham Horror LCG. Yeah. Holy crap.
Oh, the Pendle Hawk, that was fun.
Yeah, but that was like
that was just like
that was nothing crazy. It was a reskin of Memoir 44, but it needs expansions, of course.
You played the Elder Scrolls. I guess you can consider that a campaign.
Yeah, but I played a campaign, multiple campaigns that we played the year before.
Yeah.
But I did play it this year, but I would give it to Iridia just because that was new to me this year, and Elder Scrolls wasn't. But I did like Elder Scrolls a lot.
Slay the Spire too. That was fun, but I don't think I.
But that was
you only.
That was
played
me just playing it this year. But I played. That was a last year game for us, like a bunch.
We also played Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, a Lord of the Rings LCG campaign. Yeah.
Yeah.
Arid Mithrin.
Yep.
Yeah, we played a lot of campaigns this year.
Yep.
Many hours.
But not the ones I thought. That's funny.
Yeah.
Time just.
It's because it blurs,
yeah.
like like we're starting Tainted Grail right now, but we'll probably play way more of it next year. So I would talk about that game next year. I'm not going to judge that right now at all.
Yeah.
Kings of Ruin specifically. I could talk about that next year and be like, was that the best one we played all year? Because it just blends over.
Greg, thank you so very much. Thank you.
Greg, thank you. Greg with the super chat. Merry Christmas. Thanks for another great year of content. Thanks for another year of watching and support, Greg. Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm looking through old messages in the chat and finding questions or some good stuff. FFG can always replace your janitor. Mel is the full-time psychiatrist keeping care of Rob inside the institution. How did you know?
Yeah, we got to make sure those rants don't always.
Yeah, how did you know? Got to make sure my white jacket is tight.
Yeah.
And the foam on the walls is, buoyant or whatever, or soft and squishy or whatever. Jamie, good to see you. It's a long time since I see you guys live. Just want to stop by and say hi. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you too.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you as well.
Well.
I know you were talking about this at the beginning of this stream, that we don't always do these kind of streams, but it is nice when we are, especially playing lots of campaign games, to have a place that people that don't watch those campaign games can come in and just chill and chat. So.
Yeah, Sean's mentioned, I'm still bummed Warhammer Quest / Heroes of Terranoth never got any more love from FFG. I know that was one that it was like, damn. My wife and I love that game system. Yeah, me too. When we got that, I played it and I was like expecting the FFG expansions to come for that game. And I missed out on Warhammer Quest, so I was like, oh, this is my chance to jump in on the FFG version. And then, yeah, just like, it didn't sell well, obviously. Probably because a lot of people still had Warhammer Quest and are like, I don't want to buy this game again. And then the Heroes of Terranoth theme is not like anything anyone talks about or cares about. It's just like FFG's generic fantasy. But yeah, they like failed on that one, for sure. Yeah, I still have that game. I want to pull it out one time just to play it for lulz, but I feel like it's going to be redone. Do they not have a Warhammer Quest-ish card game coming out by a different publisher? I thought, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I could be wrong. Yeah, I'll probably think of something else I saw that like wasn't that. So Bugga Games is asking, Rob, how do you handle all the boxes for all the games and expansions? Are you like me and consolidate as much as you can into primary game box and throw away the others? Yes. I literally love the feeling. I didn't used to be like this. I used to keep things separate, unshuffled decks. I used to care so much about the little symbol on the cards to help you unsort it, put it back where it goes. And especially if the expansion had a way to store things. But yeah, now I'm just like, I've gotten very good at just like base game. Oh, can I not fit the expansion in? Let me just rip out the board game insert, throw that in the trash. Now I have the full box to work with. And then I just come up with ways to like fit the expansions in and not care. And then I usually just, the ones that go together, I just leave them together. And yeah, and I love throwing away or recycling expansion boxes. I'm just like, yeah. And half of them are like super full of air, or like storage in them suck. They feel like they're made to be thrown away.
Yeah, we don't have the space to keep all the boxes.
Well, we do. But then we would like have to start sleeping on them and eating out of them and using them as like dishes and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I just can't. So, but yeah. Oh, the new Games Workshop Warhammer Quest stuff is poopy. Oh, okay. So there is. Okay, Yogi mentioned it right after. I'm sure people send the chat to you. Yeah, Games Workshop is doing it. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't know if they found like a new publisher to get them to do it. So it is poopy. Okay, good to know. Forget it then. I looked at it and was like, oh, is this something I should care about? Now, thanks to Yogi, I don't care about it. Robert, go to hell. Favorite all-time game, and why is it Arkham Horror LCG? Yeah, no, I never.
I don't know that I could answer my favorite.
It's not even the best LCG. Get the hell out of here.
I would need some time to think about that.
That's right. Why did I just lose 30% of our viewers? Erie Line says, best of 25 in general is odd. I agree.
Yep, I agree.
Can a game be best if it's only available to influencers and the final version isn't even out yet?
No,
yeah.
I don't think
Super
it can be.
awkward. I don't respect any of it. Do not give a crap. I've started just going, I'll talk about the games I played this year, and maybe it helps you out in your decisions, looking up things or caring about certain games or not. But that's why I do not take it seriously. That's why I do not do top 10 lists on my channel anymore, really. I should do some for fun and just be silly about it, but it's like, it's not a passion. I feel like it's mainly useless information. And yeah, because everyone's tastes are so different. And then again, that problem of like certain games that come out, like right now, there's games that released in the last like month or two, and they won't get played as much. So they don't make the top 25 lists that people have already put together early because they want to have them ready for the end of the year. Or they get recency bias, where games that get released earlier in the year or that come out late the previous year get totally forgotten about because of the flood of games in the summertime or in the fall or holiday season or around Essen or whatever. And it's like, if a game comes out at Essen and like I'm here in Canada and like I don't have it at my local game store yet, should that be talked about even though other content creators are saying it's a game of this year, but I won't even have it in my hands till March or April of next year? Like, that's why I just don't care. It's like, who cares? Because it's like, it's hard to compare like, oh, here's this content creator says this game's in the top 5, but this one doesn't. But this one is comparing it against a whole other slew of games they've played or have access to. And this one has a completely different slew of games they have access to or care about. And then not even talk about their tastes and what publishers they're in their, in their good graces with or whatever, that they get copies for, get paid to make content for. And then it's like, gets really scummy and sketchy when you start thinking about like, oh, this content creator made like $10,000 from this, crowdfunding publisher this year, but like, should I care about their opinion on anything? Because it's going to be tainted whether that content creator wants it to be or not,
Yeah.
So yeah, I just don't respect any of that top 10 stuff really, and who cares? But
And that's why we've only ever done like the games that we've played in 2025 or something like that.
Yeah, it's just like,
But it's all useless.
Yeah. It's like, who cares? Just find what's available to you, good for you. Support your local game store when you can, support your favorite publishers, designers, whatever. And just look for mechanics you like, themes you like, things that fit your budget, things that fit your game group. Like, it's all specific to you. So like, yeah, top game lists help you kind of like narrow things down sometimes, especially if you use, there's sometimes these websites that I found this one. I was just Googling to try to see what games came out this year. When I was going to start discussing games at the start of the stream, I was just curious. And I Googled, and this is one I found. And it just says it puts together a bunch of, I put it in the live chat. But it just puts together a bunch of game reviewers that this website cares about and anyone that put it on their rankings. And they don't even finalize their rankings for the year until like April of the next year, it says. But these sites you can find just by Googling. There's a whole bunch of them. And for example, you can click on the game of the year. There's 10 game of the years that this game made. And it's like, who put it as game of the year? And the person who does this website, they decide whose they want to care about, whose opinions.
Yeah.
So it's like even this kind of data where it's trying to be a Metacritic or whatever, a Rotten Tomatoes, is like, can you even trust this? And that's what our industry does need, is like a Rotten Tomatoes where there's like fans can vote.
Yeah.
But then also official reviewers, which like anyone can be a reviewer. So is it really that official, and who cares? So yeah, like, I don't know how you respect this, but it'd be cool to have something like that, because I use that for video games sometimes to just find out if a game's like really trash or not, to make sure I avoid it or I don't, just to save you time, right? To kind of narrow it down. So on this website, so far with the data they put in, again, I do not respect any of this data. I do not care about it. All that matters is what I care about and what works for my group, my budget, my live streams, my channel in my case. And what I've played in the past is all warped and very specific to me. So when I look at this and I see a game like Toy Battle, it might be amazing. It was 6 people's game of the years. And I haven't played it though, but I would just look at it and be like, oh, I don't care. But it's probably good. But it's like, but then I see something like Fate of the Fellowship, which for me is like definitely could be my game of the year. and for some reason it only made 3 of their game of years, 3 second places, 3 here, 3. It's on 25 total lists, so that's kind of a good thing. So maybe you care about that metric more, that it's made top game lists. That's probably the best one to care about. But a game like Vantage is very high up there, but like as much as Fate of the Fellowship, but like let's be realistic, like those 2 games shouldn't even be compared really in my thought. But like Vantage is unique and cool, but I feel like one's going to be talked about for years and one won't. But that's just me. Like, again, it's just what came out this year. And like Elder Scrolls is here. And it's on 6 Game of the Years, but only on 13 lists. But it's very niche, right? So for me, this game would be like very high up there. And it would be among the people I talk with. We'd all consider this one of the greatest games ever made, maybe. But it barely makes people's list because the majority of people are looking for a game they can learn in 20 minutes, play in less than an hour, and works at 2 or less players, you know?
Yeah, there's a specific audience for that game.
Yeah, so it's like, again, even though this is aggregated or whatever, it's like I can't respect it because like, where are they pulling this from? I don't care about these people. They don't like the games I like. So why do I give a crap, you know? So it's like, it's all grain of salt stuff, I think. So there you go. Yeah. Bob says, I would pay good money to watch a top 5 games I had a mega rant about in 2025 stream, Rob.
We would have to have some help.
Yeah,
because I don't even know where those would come from.
Back in my day. Let's see here. Just looking for questions. Oh, I found one. Lunar's asking, sorry I'm taking a while to get to some of these, but I'm kind of catching up.
I think you're, yeah.
This one's only from 3 minutes ago, I think. So Lunar, thank you for the question. Says, Merry Christmas. Any recommendations for a fan of Euthia? Can't find anything that scratched that itch. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know.
So
yeah, Euthia is like adventure game.
Yeah.
It's inspired by the same thing Mage Knight's inspired by, which is the Heroes of Might and Magic series. I don't know. Euthia is like its own thing, but it's like got some similar things to other games.
This might be far-fetched, but would you say something like Hexplore?
That's exactly what I was thinking about. I wanted to see what you're going to say, but Hexplore it came to mind right away.
Yeah.
But it's like very different, but has some similarities.
Yeah.
So it's like, you have to know that you're not going to, like, you just need more content for Euthia. If like, you're going to be very rigid and you want something that's very similar. But what I've learned in the hobby is like, just find great games, even if they only have like one thing in common. Because if you open up your restrictions and like kind of get past your, you know, previous like, you know, requirements, like me, I had requirements. I always bring this one up is like, I didn't want anything ever to play with wooden meeples in my game that looks so dumb. I don't want boring looking Euros on my table. I want things that have nice table presence, beautiful design. I still kind of feel that way. But then I play some of these games with ugly art and, you know, boring graphics design, horrible rule books, box art that makes me want to puke, like poor quality player mats and stuff, Terraforming Mars. All these things I would have avoided like the plague before. People or myself would just eventually like, okay, I'll try it, you know? And because of that, I found some of the best gaming experiences I've ever had and had some awesome hours playing those games. So even though you're looking for something very similar to Euthia, what you could do, and again, I've done this before, I'll teach you how to fish. It might not be helpful, but at least can get you pointed in the right direction. If you go to boardgamegeek.com, this is what I tell people who are just like, Rob, I want to find a game that's similar to this game I like. And sometimes it's a game I've never played. So I'm like, I don't even know what to tell you.
Yeah.
So let's go to the hive mind of other, you know, board game players. And if we go to Board Game Geek and I'll search in the top right here, Euthia. And I'll click Euthia Torment of Resurrection from 2021. And I find your Euthia game here. Then if I go down to, I keep scrolling on the page for Euthia. I'll find fans also like. So people who actually go in and click the heart button for their favorite games on BGG, this will show you people that hearted Euthia enough to go in and actually find the Euthia page, click the heart button and love it. What other games did they click the heart button that also are of a similar categories, have similar mechanics, or in the similar families, whatever. So you can go here and click see all under fans also like. And then you will see all these games listed. And now you have the next 2 weeks to go and look up every single one of these games, watch playthroughs, watch video reviews, read in BGG forums, read BGG reviews, look at mechanics, designers, art, whatever you need to do. Go to conventions and try them out. Go to your local game store or library, see if they have a copy you can play. Whatever it is, there you go. These are all games that people who loved Euthia also took the time to say, I also love this game. And they're similar fantasy, giant box games, adventure games, you know, puzzly games, whatever. So here they are. And I thought you could sort this by rank, but it doesn't look like that's here anymore. But at least you can, maybe it is by rank already. What? No, it's not. Yeah. I thought you could sort by rank, general rank of the game, but maybe you can like export this somehow, or yeah, I thought I was able to sort this before, so you could just look at like the best games. But at least I'm looking at this, I'm seeing some games we've had fun with. But yeah, so just look at these and there you go. And like, yeah, I liked Iridia a lot, and you know, people always tell me I need to play Isofarian Guard. People tell me I need to play, however you say that, Agemonia. We've played Chronicles of Druganor. I've been told I need to play Stars of Ikarios. I played Oathsworn. I played Iridia. Enjoyed that. Madara was cool. People told me I need to play Etherfields. Like, so the similar people who watch and love my Euthia streams might have been those people who are also recommending these other games. We played ISS Vanguard. I like Machina Arcana, however you say that. Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. We're literally playing Tainted Grail, Kings of Ruin right now. Very similar game. We played that one. Fate Forge, we love that game. We played Elder Scrolls, Skyrim. Hunter's AD. We didn't play the fantasy version, but we played the futuristic version, which was really cool. I like that game a lot. Cloud Spire, amazing game. Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era. Street Masters is cool. I don't think I've ever played that on stream, but it was one that was in my back catalog to play on stream, and then that publisher kind of scammed everybody. So then I was like, I don't know if I want to promote this game, but I think it was passed off. But I could be wrong. But I do want to play this. I want to play this with you and Kyle one time.
I thought you played it by yourself.
Maybe I did play it on stream, solo.
Yeah,
maybe
I
I
think you
did.
did, but I didn't play it yet.
But I wanted to play it multiplayer, and I don't think that ever happened, because it was sitting in my stack of games I wanted to make streams with, and then I kind of pulled it out of that stack. But yeah, it's funny to see that. Bardsung, 7th Citadel, played that on the channel. Yeah, so here's some games that, like, you know, maybe you've already played these games and you're like, they're not like Euthia, but this is the best you can find. You know, people who also love Euthia love these games. So that's like something to work with to narrow down your search. Maybe.
And the one that we said isn't even on this list, right?
Explore it, yeah. But it looks like they only list so many, and it probably needs to get to like 1,000 or 500 likes or something to make this, or 300 likes to make the list or something. There has to be a number of likes that the game has to get to even be considered on the list.
Yeah.
So there are other ones that might have 299 likes, but they're not on this list yet. So
yeah,
that's
Mooner says, thank you guys. I didn't know about this functionality. I'll check it out. Awesome.
Yeah, it's just a good place to start. I just recommend it. Like, I remember working in the office and people just come up to me like, oh, Rob, I played that party game with my wife that that 2-player game you recommended. And I'm like, yeah, I recommend it because other people like it. I've never even played it. And they're like, what do I buy next? I'm like, those people who recommended that, they're basically go on this website and, you know, maybe you'll find something else you love, and don't just rush and buy it all. But you can, click on the name, and now you can go to Chronicles of Druganor, for example, or Drunagor. And then you can go to the forums, and you can go to reviews, or you can go to general and just see people's discussions about the game. Are people bitching about poor quality? Are they bitching about bad rules? Is the rules thread way bigger than the or the general? Yeah, in this case, it is a little bit bigger. So that might be a little scary that the game might not have the most streamlined design or the best rule book, or, you know, the best translation on the copy you're playing, you know, that kind of stuff. So, you know, some things in here you might find useful. And then you can click videos and, you know, start finding some play sessions. Click on the sessions.
I know that guy.
And then you're like, oh, who's this? Rob's Gaming Table guy played a lot of it. So maybe what he's saying about it or in his streams might matter. Even if I agree with him or don't, at least it's information. And then, you know, you could do that kind of stuff. So, yeah, there you go. And
this one came in while you were on.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Let's see. That's Andre. Let's see here. Andre, thank you so much for the super chat. Says Merry Christmas and thanks for the great content this year and many more to come.
Thank you so much.
With your support,
thank you.
With your support, Tay, thank you for calling with your donations and supporting the channel and keeping RGT or PBS alive for another year. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Karma Witch on the nice list. Awesome.
Thank you. 34 months. Thank you.
34 months. Merry Christmas, guys. Keep up the great work and stay healthy. Best wishes. Thank you.
Merry
too.
Christmas to you as well. Thank you.
Yeah, you too, Karma Witch. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate it. 34 months. Wow. Okay. Let's see if I can find some other questions here in the chat. Cassie's asking, hi, Rob Mel, do you have any plans to play any games in the Kinfireverse? Yes. Do I have any? No. I'll be honest. We were going to Gen Con last year, and I got an email from the publisher, like their marketing guy, from whoever publishes the Kinfire games, and they were trying to market their little box ones. I forget what the Kinfire Delves, I think. And they said, come by our booth, we want to show it to you. And I went, okay, like I'm busy, like I don't know if I care about your current games, but I'm curious about playing Kinfire Chronicles, which people were asking me to play on the channel. I could not find a copy at a reasonable price. So I asked them, I'm in person at Gen Con. Is there any way I can get a review copy of this? I know it's like past your whatever, but like I would love to play this on the channel. And I will also consider taking a look at your Delve games. So like maybe you scratch my back and like I'll scratch your back, like I'll play your new stuff that might not be great. And I'll play your stuff that I think is great and works for me on the channel. Maybe both are great. I don't know. But I just said that. And the guy was like, I'll get back to you. And then he fully ignored me. And I was like, well, okay then, whatever, man. And then I think I left the convention. I never heard from him again, or like he emailed me after or whatever. But either way, I was like, this guy's communication was not great. And his attitude was not great, at least how I took it. So I was like, I don't care about your games then. I'm fine. You're not going to respect my time. Give me an answer straight up. But like, you're all excited spamming with emails before Gen Con. And then as soon as I ask, if this is possible, you just like avoid the question and disappear. So I was like, screw you. So that was my feelings on it. But I've noticed people have been mentioning that I should play the Kinfire Delve games, which again were hard to find. So I don't know if this company only releases their stuff on crowdfunding mainly. But when I looked at retail, it exists at some stores. But just when I went to look for them, they're never there. So then I put them on wish lists, and when I go to make orders, they're just never there. So just because they're not easily readily available to me, I don't play them. But like I want to try them. So I can see if they're good or not, or something in my lake. But there's a whole bunch of little Delve boxes. You can play one. I think they're compatible. I always wanted to try Chronicles, but because I didn't jump in on crowdfunding, I don't get respected as much by the publisher. They just don't care, so it's like, whatever. There's lots of stuff to play. But yeah, I want to try them. But like, I'm not like, oh my God, I have to pay like double the price on eBay or something to play it. Like, I don't care that much. No game is like worth paying more than a regular price for. Like no game ever. I promise you. I've overpaid for many games and it didn't make the game better. And there was always something else I could play to scratch the itch. So yeah, there's like way too many games in our hobby to be paying overprice for games. That's my opinion. So yeah, there you go. And I might have that story wrong about the guy, but this was like a couple years ago, and that's kind of what I remember, but like I might not be specific, exactly correct on that. But yeah, their guy just like, yeah. That's the marketing people though. They're like, they just harass until you're like, you need something from them, and it's like, you need some help or like, anything, and they're just like, yeah, they're all of a sudden they're idiots, like they don't know what's going on. But they sure know how to spam you with emails, telling you to play their game, play my game. It's like, get the hell out of here. Okay. And yeah, Kinfire Chronicles plays fairly quick and easy to digest. I was able to finish my campaign in a short amount of time. And that's why I was like, I want to try it. It seems cool. I remember it seemed cool. I looked at it when it was on crowdfunding, and I was like, I'll eventually probably play it. But if the game is that great, it's like, I should be able to find it in retail later, They should be making more print runs if people care about it. But if it wasn't that great, then maybe that's why I can't find it, And if they just want to hold on to it on crowdfunding and make it something you can add on to a future crowdfunding project, that just is like there to artificially inflate funding numbers, and that I don't really want to support either. Mark C, the lurker, thank you for the super chat. Merry Christmas. Looking forward to another year of board games.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Me too.
Mark was the first on the naughty list as well. Everyone else was nice. I don't know, Mark. Got some explaining to do, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Sean's asking, do you prefer TE game?
I was trying to...
TE Game of Thrones. Oh, Tiny Epic Game of Thrones co-op or competitive? Oh. I think I like both, but I can't remember what my final thoughts were on that when we played it. But I remember both were cool.
I think I like the co-op better myself.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember.
I remember the co-op being kind of weird, like the rules weren't like the greatest. It felt like an afterthought to the design.
Yeah.
But I really liked the base competitive version. It was cool. Yeah, it was just like a neat, homage to like Game of Thrones, the board game second edition by Fantasy Flight, in like a smaller, more updated kind of package. And it was like, yeah, it was definitely better than it had any right to be. But again, I'm a Game of Thrones fan, so like maybe I have the glasses on, looking through the rosy colored glasses or whatever. Fall Guy Games, thank you so much for the super chat. Just trying for the naughty list.
No,
yeah, you hit it again.
Yeah, no, he got the nice list again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dan.
Oh, wait.
Hello. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to Grumpy McGrincherson and Mel the Magnificent.
Oh, thank you so very much. Thank
I don't know who you're referring to. I have no idea. I'm in a happy, jolly mood all the time. Nothing tilts me ever.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So far, only Mark is on the naughty list. I don't know what you're doing, Mark. You're on the naughty list alone. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, Slicey Elder has a good suggestion based on the previous talk. I'm going through the comments like a little behind, obviously, but I think you need to find 3 to 4 content creators who play the kind of games you like and watch Let's Plays. Yes. Yeah, the Let's Plays is usually pretty good. It's better than watching reviews, I feel, because, publishers care more about reviews. And there's that, like, always that worry as a content creator that you might piss them off or say something bad about a game they gave you or paid you to make content for. And you don't want to burn that relationship. I know there's people that think that way. I've learned to not give a crap about that at all. Again, there's so many publishers in our hobby, and there's so many that go out of business every year for making garbage, and there's so many that will just spring up in their place. So it's like there's always some games to play, and if you're worried about someone saying bad about your game, then make better games. Like, it's like whatever. I don't care. But yeah, you still have to watch out for the reviews doing that. But people who do playthroughs, they still kind of have that. Usually those are more paid than a review would be paid. But there's still that, like, people are being paid by the publisher. So it's still the same problem there. But the cool part about a playthrough is you actually get to see everything getting played, not just someone's regurgitated, slimmed down elevator pitch of it, right?
Yep.
Where they might miss some of the things or care about things that you don't care about and vice versa. So yeah, I feel like watching a playthrough, that's the way I do it now, is like I moved to that years ago, and that's why I started doing playthroughs, because there wasn't enough of them ever on YouTube, because it's harder to make, right? A review's like, shorter, quicker. Most of them do it without scripts and stuff. So it's like, yeah, it takes less effort, and it's easier just to say crap on the internet rather than to like learn something and try to play it and keep it straight and do it live. And like, yeah, so it's 100%. Like, I wanted to fill that gap, right? But I found that, yeah, just watching things be played, it helps me understand better whether it's a game for me. But that doesn't usually help new people to the hobby as much, because they don't know if the mechanics they're watching are good for them, or this kind of, the round structure, or, the way the goals of the game are going to work for them or not, because they need to get some games under their belt. But but I find most people graduate to that, where they just need to see a game played a little bit, and they're like, oh, this is for me or not for me.
Yep.
But yeah.
Okay, this is what I was scrolling for because I couldn't remember the name of the game.
Undercree says, oh, what's the best ugly game? Oh,
I had
you
to-
found it? Yeah.
because I couldn't remember the name of it. So while you were
Dungeon
talking,
Degenerates.
It's like I'm scrolling through because I'm like, I know there's this ugly game, but I can't.
Dungeon Degenerates is for sure one of the games that comes. That was a way better game than I expected it to be.
Yeah, and it is ugly.
Yeah, it's atrocious.
Just Google it if you don't.
Yeah.
It's ugly.
Dungeon Degenerates.
Yeah. While you were talking about the other thing, I was like looking through because I'm like, I know we played it. But when
I know another one that was ugly was it was a really cool game that we played, I think late last year too, when we were talking about last year's stream, was I think it's Castles of Burgundy.
Okay.
I felt like that game was just ugly, like the worst graphic design, like horrible art. And we were playing even like I think the better looking one or not.
Oh, like an updated version.
But they made like a super extravagant Awakened Realms version, which I know you'd like. That's not as ugly, but the one we played, yeah, and the other older one or whatever version. There's two versions that were like, they were all ugly. They were all ugly. But the game is amazing.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it. But yeah, there's a bunch of like usually the Euro games. Another one was it was a space Euro, I feel. And I can't remember the name of it. Let's see if I can find
Space Euro.
Gaia.
Oh.
I think something Gaia. Hold on. Is it that one? I don't know how to spell it. Gaia Project, maybe? Yes. Gaia Project. Pretty ugly.
This is such a funny topic that we're
Yeah.
talking right?
Gaia Project, super awesome game. But I only got it because people were recommending that I like it, and they know like I just have to be pushed. But if I walk by this at a convention, I'm like, ugh. Like, what is this garbage? It looks gross. The art's gross. The graphic design's horrible. The color palette's atrocious. The box art, everything, the font choice, all of it sucks. The cube, the component choice, all of it's garbage. I know some people are like, but I like it. It's subjective, understand. It's very subjective. But this kind of game, I would not touch it. But thankfully, now doing live streaming, having the interaction on like streams like this, where people can tell me, oh, Rob, you like this game? You thought it was your favorite? Go play this one, it's even better. And now I will not just judge it based on like what it looks like, the graphic design, the art. I will like, okay, because some of these games I play and I'm like, this is an amazing experience. And after the first few times playing it, you kind of look past the art, But yeah, this is just, ugly. Where's the player boards? Like this, the graphics, the iconography, the colors here. This is all just like, this looks like you walked into a preschool classroom and it's playtime and the kids, took out all the bins and grabbed toys from each different bin and mixed them together and made their own, like, they're just playing on a table with all the crap from all the different bins. That's this game. That's this game.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's just chaotic mess.
Yogi says they implemented it still, or re-implemented it. It's still ugly.
Oh no. Yeah, I remember like even the art of the like your faction, like the character art or whatever was like, yeah, it's like it felt like a middle schooler, like kind of was learning how to draw with pencil crayons. Like even this like art on the box is like, I know, I'm sorry, artist, I'm sorry, but like this just looks like amateur hour. I don't know. But anyways, awesome game though. Awesome game.
That's funny.
And again, it's subjective, super subjective. Like, but yeah, that's me. There you go. Well, I just lost 10 more viewers. Like, what is happening here? I thought you guys wanted honesty. Anyways.
You said that the truths come out as we
hold on.
go on,
I
right?
gotta have another sip. Hold on. I'm not drinking enough here. Velko's asking Mel, are there plans for painting streams in 2026? Thanks to you, I painted and based entire Lord of the Rings Journeys of Middle-earth collection, smiley face.
I love that. I love that. Okay, I'm not gonna ever say never, but it's very, very difficult for me. So we were talking before. So I do work full-time job. Plus we play streams on the weekend. We play with Kyle. We're learning new games.
Which is totally optional. I always ask Mel every single week,
Yeah. No,
Are you
no.
available? I never
100%.
force Mel to play anything.
No.
I never force Mel to learn anything.
No, please, no.
Certain games I will delay and wait because Mel's not available to play them or doesn't have the time to learn them with me. So I just say, I don't care. Well, I'm not playing this game right now. I will wait a year to play this game. I don't care. So please understand, I would just play stuff solo on the channel. But Mel is generous enough to be like, oh, I'll join you.
Yes, I enjoy.
But yeah.
I enjoy playing with Rob these games on the weekends. We play with Kyle. We learn games off the stream, all of that. Plus, we just have like everyday life as well. So it gets a little bit difficult to add in another thing.
Yeah,
Mind you, I do love it. When I am streaming painting with you guys, first of all, you teach me so much. Like things I don't know, you guys give me tips and tricks, whatever. So I'll never say never. We have the stuff to be able to do it. It's just, it is difficult for me to fit it in because the other thing is when I'm painting a game, I can set it up on the kitchen table with like all my stuff. And then if I have an hour on my lunch when I'm working from home, I can just paint for that hour. I don't have to like schedule something and set it all up and put things aside and be ready.
Basically it became inconvenient. So, and to even help you even more is the station. I set up a whole station in a separate room for her, bought all this equipment, cameras, lights, mic stuff, sound equipment, everything, monitor mounts, all this stuff to Mel have her own streaming station so she could just stream painting to create as little of a bottleneck for her to overcome to paint. And it still wasn't good enough, and it's been totally disassembled.
It's not that it wasn't good enough. Your station was great. The other thing...
No, but it wasn't good enough to fit with your spare time.
Yeah.
But we don't need to keep going on about it. It's like, it's just no, probably not.
The other thing I just want to say is that I am not super comfortable on stream by myself. Like, it's just something like, I don't know.
Yeah, this is not Mel's job. It's like my job, and it's like, also, we don't make enough on the channel to like fund 2 people doing it full time. So like Mel's not just gonna quit her job to like do painting streams. It's like she would
amazing, but
but you'd have to be like doing them very consistently for like probably multiple years to build up an audience. But it's like it was hard to keep consistent, and that's hard to build an audience doing that. So it's
100%,
like
100%.
Yeah, it's hard to just jump in. It's like
and I'm not a great painter by any means. I'm like a very, very low tier painter. So people aren't watching me to like learn great tips and
I'm sure there's tons of other content creators already in the space that have it unlocked, that have like
100%.
thousands of viewers, you know, and it's like you're not really going to draw any of them to you, and these people have been doing it for a long time and have super high skills and you know, sponsorships and all that kind of stuff. It's like hard to compete, right?
Exactly. I do it for fun for sure. So yeah.
But it was slowing down you getting games painted for us to play on the channel, doing them on stream. That was the other problem too.
Yeah. And it was very anxiety inducing for me as well.
Yep.
So
no. Hey, Zach. Pretty sure I just saw a hockey puck fly past the cabin window. Merry Christmas. Hope we can get together again next year. Yeah, I gotta fix that. Like, the window there, the loop that goes dark there every so often. I forget to fix it after every year. So I'm like, oh, I'll fix it before next year's stream, and then I just don't. But every now and then it flickers. Now that I'm gonna say that, people are gonna notice. But I don't know how. Maybe every like 10 minutes or something, it like flickers black back there, and like.
It's just the kids playing back there. Don't worry.
Yeah. It's just the hockey pucks flying by.
Yeah.
We get together again next year. Yeah, I know. I really do. Like, I miss the whole Gen Con thing and seeing you guys and stuff. And it's like, I kind of wanted to go just for that reason. But it's like, again, in January, we'll sit down. We'll look at hotel prices. We'll look at like, see how it is to cross the border as a Canadian. Like, you know, is it like worth the trouble? Do I want to support the U.S. economy at all? Like, are publishers even releasing games at all and having new stuff there because of tariffs? Last year, Gen Con supposedly had like the least amount of hyped up games and nobody had product supposedly, and it was like kind of a bum. And I know Gen Con is like, for most people, is more about getting together and playing games. So if I instead this year take that mentality, instead of like, I need to have a list of publishers I'm going to talk to, a list of games I want to grab to go back, a list of games I want to try and demo, and maybe like a tournament I want to play in or something. Like, instead of having all that, it's like, I just need to go and like just hang out and play and stuff, and like maybe do a little bit of streaming or a little bit of video and just have a good time. But it's like, last year when I saw hotel prices and the political climate and things that were happening at people trying to cross from Canada to the border, getting like, you know, their privacy violated and all that stuff, it's like, I just don't want to deal with that. You want to make it harder for me, I don't want to spend my money there, then go to hell. That's just how I think. But yeah. But yes, I do miss that. That was an awesome time. You know, hanging out, seeing you guys, playing Star Wars Unlimited. Yeah, I want to do that all the time. But does it make sense for the channel? I don't know. We'll see.
Something that we'll be thinking about coming up now.
Yeah, I know.
Usually January we start thinking about
I
it.
always start thinking about it in January. Start looking at how did last year do financially? Should we spend some funds on going to a board game convention? Is it worth it? Like, could we take a year off? We'll see, you know. Yeah, we'll see. Bob says, so you don't like games. Poor our crappy box lousy gameplay, eh? I see you still haven't got over the thrashing you took from chat at Candy Crush, the board game a few years ago. Wasn't it? Oh, Candyland? Candyland, maybe? We never played Candyland. What are you talking about? That never happened. That never happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, the family in the category you can sort by rank. I just swear I used to do it on that other page where you look at games that are also liked. Oh, the window just scroll.
Oh, you can see it's highlighted the one you're on.
Okay, the Sadler brothers just started their own publishing company. Interesting. Hopefully they don't partner with bad financial players like last time. But do they own the rights to Street Masters? Do they own the rights to that, or did they lose it when they left that other company? Yeah. They might not want to ever use that name on a board game box again because it has so much. They have so many customers that got screwed over on products and like didn't get their stuff that you might not want to make a company and start that game up again because then people are just going to come out of the woodwork being like, "You screwed me over. Where's my last product I backed?" You know. So it's like they might not ever want to use that IP again. But I could be wrong. You'll see companies do that a lot where they switch off IPs because they're tied to like their old company names or they like ripped people off on Kickstarter or whatever. Okay, it's going through the comments. That's what you think. Okay, so this is very cool. Slice says, I think Flamecraft is ugly. Decent game though. I think Flamecraft looks awesome. That's that like little one you find at like Target or Walmart that's like it's a little dragon themed pastel colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it looks great. I want to buy it just based on what it looks because I have a problem like with fantasy and dragons, but I think it looks cute and I think it's a game I want to play with like non-gamers, but like I've heard it's not the greatest. It's like okay.
Oh yeah, it's very
but
very like children's book.
I know, but I think it's very professionally done, like the way it looks cartoony. It reminds me of here, I should probably bring it up on screen so people can see.
Oh yeah, so I was just looking because I couldn't remember.
I've never played it though, but I always wanted to buy it and think like I play with family off stream and stuff. Yeah, Flamecraft. Let's see. Yeah, look, little bits look good, high quality, like the miniatures, the tokens, like, you know, the box, like, I don't know. I just think like that graphic design, the like font choice, the art, like I can see how some people might not like that, but I think it looks very clean, professional, but also like cartoon is like very well done. The art looks like, you know, like that seems like, yeah, children's storybook, like this feels good, but gives me the like, you know, little My Little Pony kind of vibes. Like, you know, my daughter loved that stuff. And it's like, that seemed like quality. But again, that's not for everybody. Yeah, I don't know. Colorful. It's also like, what is that called? Like it's consistent, or when like the theme, the art, the design, like the graphic design, the fonts, everything all just like feel like it's a cohesive package, not like different artists to different parts. And then like the graphic designer to put it all together and pick the fonts was like somebody else who doesn't know what they're doing and like, you know, but has a good artist. Like it feels like the whole package is like very consistent. And yeah, it like appeals to me. I don't know, this appeals to me. Like this feels very like 16-bit video game, the board. You know, I just want to explore that little land and go to those buildings and play with dragon minis on there. So yeah, it's fun. It's objective, very fun. Amalgamous, thank you for hitting the join button down below and becoming a producer.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you so much. Make that.
They said about time I became a member. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that one doesn't show?
Yeah, I don't know. Just trying to do it. Oh, Velco's got one here for me. If you want an amazing and ugly dungeon crawler, please try Quest for the Lost Pixel. Okay, the first game I'm putting on my list to look up after. Quest for the Lost Pixel. And Velco's a name I recognize, so I can kind of trust the recommendation.
Oh, it's a 2015 game.
And that's fine.
Why does it keep doing that?
I don't know.
Hitting something by accident.
Quest for the Lost.
Okay. A roguelike dungeon crawler in an 8-bit style. Okay.
I want to see the art of this. He says ugly. Quest for the Lost Pixel.
Look at some images here while Rob brings that up. Oh, I see why it's ugly. It looks like a prototype. That's fine. The backs are fine.
Okay, this looks like a level 99 game, is it? This looks like a level 99 game.
I gotta go back.
Or what's that boss monster?
Oh yeah.
Like the boss monster game. This is not ugly. This is not ugly to me. This feels very big box PC, early 90s, and I am okay with it looking like that. It takes me down nostalgia street.
The publisher is Gummy Bear Factory Games.
All right, I'm not getting any confidence.
Just like the bottom of that screen.
I want to play this.
Yeah, but
yeah, look, I'm getting Final Fantasy vibes here.
The cards look
Dragon
good,
Quest
but look at
vibes.
the board. The board looks like it's like a prototype.
Yeah, but this is what level 99 games look like, or Boss
yeah.
Monster. Like this is like that vibe. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we'd play this.
Yeah, I would play it. Oh, I see. The little tiles here, like
no, but that looks like Zelda.
yeah, this is awesome. This I think looks amazing. What are you talking about, ugly? But see, that's the fun. It's subjective, right? It's very subjective. Okay, it's on my list to look up. I probably won't be able to find a copy if it's from 2015, but maybe.
Not there.
Yeah, you'd have to use like Board Game Oracle is like the best play, because even some of the game stores we use that have weird stuff, they like don't have other weird stuff or old stuff. Okay.
Just this one.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Just before we move forward.
Adam, hello. Producer for 40 months.
Thank you so much.
So nice to see you both in your winter home. Merry Christmas. Yes.
Thank you, yes.
At the winter cottage here.
I don't think we'd be able to get this.
So but it's not even in stock there.
No, it's available, not available actually, but it was sold at one store for a very hefty price.
I would have to get it through crowdfunding probably, right? Is there like some crowdfunding way to get that?
Yeah.
Or like, I don't even know where.
I don't know. So that one may not be coming.
Yeah,
Sorry, Velco.
Yeah. Damn. Thanks for getting me excited.
Yeah, we got all excited about a game we can't even get. Thank you.
Hey, Brian. Brian says, speaking of space, have you seen Master of Orion Ad Astra? No. Massive 4X based on old computer game, which I assume you've at least heard of. No. No, I have not.
I gotta say, I'm not interested by that description.
Yeah, I know. The game is like, I don't know. I'll add it to the list to look up. Master of Orion Ad Astra. Nope. Add to the list to look up. Let's see here. Mm.
That's from previous conversation.
Hey, Dale.
Hey, Dale.
Happy holidays. Good to see you at the cabin. Dale, good to see you too. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well.
Bob is always trying to start trouble.
Bob, the troublemaker.
Yep,
Hey,
yep.
Mel. I take it no plans in 2026 to start your own game playing stream, whispers, and dump the dead weight sitting next to you?
No. No. It's dead weight needed, or we have no stream.
Who's gonna click the live button if I'm not here? Someone's got to do it.
I do know how to click the go live, but I don't know how to do anything else.
Yeah.
So we need him. We need him for a few things around here.
Oh yeah, so you're doing that.
Oh, there was one interesting thing that Minion said there about recording my painting. And
I know. We talked about that before.
That could be a possibility.
But again, the same problem. I have to get a setup that you'll actually go paint at, and that's why I didn't do this, is because even when I had the live version, which you totally, instead of going live, could just record, you just wouldn't go and do it there, like, because it didn't work with when you're working and stuff. So it's like on your lunch breaks or whatever, like, so it's like it's like she gets a lunch break, and it's like, so then get all disconnected, go down to the place where she's gonna paint, do that, and then undo that and go up. But it's like, when she could just literally, like, she has a cart she can just pull up and like
roll it around.
She just starts painting, like watching TV. Like it's so much easier.
Yeah, and I get it done way faster. Well, not say way faster than if I was streaming. Yeah.
Now if I could figure a way to hook a camera onto that cart and it doesn't wobble and it makes like and it makes like a nice steady video, then maybe. And some lighting, but then it's like now this cart becomes this like looks like a freaking robot with like all these things coming off of it.
But one thing to say, so maybe not sped up painting, but one thing I could possibly do is pictures and put them into shorts or something. We could do maybe something like that.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
But it's still the inconsistency problem too. So it's like, but it's like, I want you to just do it at your own pace. When we get a game that needs painting, you do it. When do it at your own pace. If it takes months, who cares? Like, no stress. It's all good. Old man says, I'd love to see you play Dragon's Down or the little known High Noon. Don't know these games. I'll put them on a list. Dragon's Down. Now I don't know if I'd play a little known game, High Noon, unless I think it like looks really neat. But we'll see.
Dragon's Down is new, 2024.
That's fine. I'll look them up later.
I know.
We only have like 30 more minutes, and I don't want to miss if anyone comes in late with questions. Like, can't we? I'm sorry if I'm not saying this right, but Merry Christmas to you too. What's both your favorite IP based game? I think I would just go back to my general like favorite board game that got me into the hobby, and I just still miss. I wish I played it more. Is Game of Thrones board game 2nd edition? That's my cop out answer. And obviously the IP is what drew me to even find out there was a board game, which then helped me find out, wait, there's new cool board games that are not sold in mass market stores that are way better than those ones. And like there's hobby shops and all that. Like without knowing that game, I wouldn't have fell down that rabbit hole, and I wouldn't be here on YouTube being part of this hobby. So I think that's my overall favorite IP game. But
I would say for me, it's all the Lovecraft style games. I like all of that.
And I'm almost like a Lord of the Rings or fantasy in general, but like any Lord of the Rings games, if you haven't noticed, I will, even if they're not great, I will buy them and play them on the channel. I always want to play Lord of the Rings games. Sometimes like buy them and don't even play them on the channel just because I like Lord of the Rings. I want them to keep making Lord of the Rings games, so I keep voting with my wallet, even if it's bad. So yeah, Lord of the Rings IP stuff is like I love, but yeah, Game of Thrones too. I'm a sucker for the Game of Thrones IP. Star Wars, obviously Star Wars. I'm a sucker for that IP too. So yeah, we play a lot of stuff on the channel. Oh, they did get the rights to Street Masters. Okay, okay. Oh, but then someone says, Malagna says no, Steamforge Games says Street Masters. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, they have Brook City and Hour of Need. I've not played either of those, so I don't know about them. But I know Street Masters was cool, so. Interesting. Well, that might be based on region too. Like maybe they publish some of those games, but then another publisher publishes them in a different region. That sometimes happens. Hmm. Oh, Quest for the Lost Pixel is indie made through Game Crafter. So that's like they do like basically P&P like print and play games, right? Like where you can go get them like
Oh,
kind of professionally printed through Game Crafter, right? Okay. So that's why it's not so readily available when you look it up like that.
I see.
So I will look into that and see how it is trying to get that to Canada. But I'll do a little more research to make sure like this game looks like something I want. It looks like something I want to play, but I want to look mechanically like. But if Velco's saying it like surprise, and you know maybe it's something I might love, or at least not be mad that I bought. Yeah, okay. I see you guys all saying that now. Okay, sorry. I'm just going through the chat. Like I have a updated live chat on my screen, but I'm not looking down at that screen. I just keep looking at the other one. So sorry. Well, Sean says Quest for the Lost Pixel is a mess with the rules. Yeah. Again, if it's an indie game, that makes complete sense, right?
Yeah.
Matthew's asking, did you back Massive Darkness 3? No, I didn't know it was a thing. For those that don't know, this year's, usually every year I pick something, how I want to kind of do something different on the channel. Sometimes it's things that aren't like noticeable because it's something on the back end. But this year, my like New Year's resolution or something I was like, I want to try out this year was literally like staying away from crowdfunding like as best I can. Like I don't follow any news sites. I don't follow any content creators related to crowdfunding previews or anything like that. I wanted to remove, I unfollowed things on crowdfunding. I stay off social media that has that stuff. I try to avoid any crowdfunding. I get emails still from publishers sometimes that are telling me about crowdfunding. So that's like the only way I kind of see it. Or if you guys mention stuff, every now and then I'll be in some gaming group and someone will mention something, or I'm on BGG looking up some rules and like I'll see something or someone will mention something.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried to stay off. I was like, I didn't want to be on crowdfunding. I didn't want to promote it. Didn't want to talk about it. Didn't want to look into it. Didn't want to back any games. I had a handful of games that still haven't shown up that I backed years ago. So I was like, this is the year where I'm not going to sit there and try to every month find some crowdfunding games to back and wait for them to come in 10 years. I just don't care. And with the whole tariff thing, I felt like it was a good year to do that, which wasn't intended. I already chose not to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But then the whole tariff thing, messing with people, it's just going to make games take even longer to come, just like COVID. When the shipping costs went up, the paper costs went up, all of a sudden games started taking way longer to come out. And it's like, do I really want to invest a bunch of money into a crowdfunding platform and not reap the rewards ever, if at all? But very long from now? No. So I tried. I wasn't perfect, obviously. I backed a couple games, I think, but I tried my best. I tried my best to avoid it. So every time someone comes in and mentions the game, I'm like, I have no idea what that game is because I literally don't even open GameFound at all. I don't open Kickstarter. I don't open any of the other crowdfunding websites. I ignore emails as best I can. I even started unfollowing certain publishers because I don't want to hear about your crowdfunding projects. I just stopped caring. I'm like, I'll find you if you make a game I care about. And I just want to see how it went. For my sanity, it was great. For my budget, great. Did it hurt me playing amazing games all year? Not even close. Like I was like, I'm going to play what I have. I'm going to play what shows up, what I backed already, and try. I know people who try that where they try to break that crowdfunding and they're just like, I'm going to play what I have and not buy any new games all year. It wasn't that kind of challenge. It was just like I'm going to avoid crowdfunding. Did I buy games from my local game store? Hell yeah, I did.
Did we play games that we got on crowdfunding
Yes.
that came this year?
Yes. But that was part of it. It was like, if I
Yes.
already backed it like years ago or last year, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I try to stay off of it and see if I can avoid playing. Did it hurt the overall money I make on the channel? Yes, I would assume so, because I'm not talking about or playing things as they come in or backing things, or because I'm not caring about crowdfunding, publishers aren't reaching out to me as much to send me preview builds and stuff. So it's like, I don't even want that stuff anyway. But definitely in previous years when I play preview games or get stuff early, it helps bring people to the channel, but a lot of those people don't stick around, so it's like fine. So yeah, but definitely has not been that bad. But I did back a couple games because I was like, you know what, this game was recommended. I'll look into it. So I did go on the website a couple times just to look at those games.
But it was very intentional.
Yeah, that's what I tried. So again, back to the like, did you back Massive Darkness 3? I have no idea that it was even a thing. So obviously my goal of like not following social media news, emails, going on those websites, talking with people about it, going into forums, Reddit groups, all this stuff, it worked because I had no clue that a CMON had this as a crowdfunding thing. Would I be interested in it? Maybe a little bit, but I didn't even know. I didn't even know at all until just now.
But for us, we could just go back and play Massive Darkness 2 again. Like, we haven't played it in a while. So, like, do we need another one?
No, we wouldn't go back and play it again because nobody would care.
Right. But I'm saying if we wanted to play it, do we need another one? I don't know.
Well, we would want to play it if it was different enough.
Yeah, it'd have to be different enough, I guess.
But if it's from CMON, it's literally just repackaged the same thing with different miniatures.
Yeah.
So do I want it? No, because it won't be different enough. Just like Zombicide, I bought a few Zombicides and realized like I'm a dummy, like I'm buying the same game over again, and I got to stop doing that.
Yeah.
So Massive Darkness, Massive Darkness 2 was the first one we played, but I know it was improved and made different than the first one, and tried to fix a lot of things. And to me, I was playing a better version of the first one, and I never played the first one, so I was having a better experience. But is 3 much different? Probably not. If 2 was successful enough, that's less incentivizing them to make 3 any different. But I could be wrong. But I'm not interested because I don't want to play something similar if it is. But because of what that publisher has done in the past, I care even less because fool me once, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did not back it. Will I buy a retail copy to try in the future if it is interesting? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Minion says Fate of the Fellowship hasn't crept up to your favorite IP game for you. It has for me. It's up there. But I still would rather play a session of Game of Thrones, a board game. If I can get like 6 players around the table, I would take that any day over playing any player count of Fate of the Fellowship. But realistically, Fate of the Fellowship will definitely hit the table more ever than that game will, just based on like how my life has progressed and my game groups have progressed and stuff like that. And Sean, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great to see you both still going strong. Your taste in games and playstyle align most closely with my wife's and mine. Awesome.
That's awesome.
While I still prefer non-competitive experiences, your work continues to stand out. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for the kind words.
Happy holidays to you and your wife.
Yes, happy holidays. And I wish you all the best gaming sessions.
Yes.
Joyous victories amongst your cooperative gaming sessions. And yeah, also backing something from CMON who's like literally selling off their IPs and in super financial trouble, and they've already like broken ties with a lot of employees and designers they worked with. And yeah, they're just a sinking ship. So I would never back anything from them, period, because it's CMON. So I'll wait a few years to see how that all shakes out and who gets the IPs and who's making good stuff. But it's like, yeah, I don't really care about a bunch of CMON hand-me-downs going to other publishers really either. I want to play new and different stuff, not just repackage the same thing over and over again. Tired of the subscription model crowdfunding crap. It's like not for me. Malgamus says The Witcher Legacy was a wild ride. Endgame ran for over a week, and it's the top funded game on GameFound ever now.
I thought I heard it made like $10 million or something crazy. Like something happened because it was not doing well. and then something.
I think it was doing okay.
It was doing okay, but like not top funded game on ever.
But it's also one of the most expensive games on GameFound, and that's not apples to apples to ever compare a game on crowdfunding, because there's games that are like $50 games that get tons of backers, but because the math of tons of backers times 50 doesn't look as cool as half that backers backing $300 game.
They also had their old content on there as well.
Yes, that's the other thing.
Made over $10 million.
10 million euros.
Euros. What is that in?
I don't know.
But yeah, I saw an article, or I saw something about this.
So that's the other thing too, is when some people find hard to find. I know Witcher, the old world was considered mediocre overall after everything settled. Most people think it's a pretty mediocre game. I think it's beautiful and it's fine. Not mind-blowing, of course, it's fine. But I remember that some of the base expansions weren't available at retail. So a lot of people weren't buying it at retail and had a bad taste in their mouth, because if you didn't get it through crowdfunding, you didn't get the Monster Hunt and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This year, those came out in retail, I saw. But it's like too little too late, I feel. But I think what a lot of people are doing was waiting for crowdfunding to come back around. And that maybe inflated the project, which we see with Chip Theory. This happens a lot, where they can make a game and they say it funds in 10 seconds and has so much money raised. But really, when you look down at the paper, 75% of the money raised was people just buying Too Many Bones content that's like out of print. And it inflates the project and makes it look like that new game is crazier and hotter and more wanted than it is.
Mm-hmm.
When it was just a piggyback way to sell old product that people can't find. Kind of like a FOMO thing, right?
Yep.
I don't know if that's what's happening with Witcher for sure. But I wonder if like 20-30% of that money they raised is people just buying the previous game that they couldn't find, or the expansions they wanted, or
like,
I don't know.
Doesn't show.
But I was weary about that kind of stuff. When a company is selling their back catalog through a current crowdfunding campaign, it's like hard to know. You can't judge the marketing hype as much.
Yeah, I think when the campaign was open, you could see it, but you can't see how many people bought just the core version of the new game. So can't see that.
I wanted to try it. I wanted to back it. I was like, oh, it's Witcher.
We talked about it.
Yeah, let's try it. We played on the channel. I would give it a try for sure. But the whole miniature version versus the standee version, the standee version was still like $200 Canadian plus like whatever shipping. And I'm like, $200 for a game of just like punch out standees? Like, I know they're trying to basically say we can price it this way because Frosthaven and Gloomhaven can price it that way now. So we can do it too. And also they have to pay for the Witcher license, so that also makes the price more than like a Frosthaven or Gloomhaven that doesn't have to pay someone for the IP. So I don't know. Does it look that good? I don't know. I started looking at it, I was like, it looks like an okay game. It gives me vibes of the other game that we played, like Witcher Old World.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like that, but just changed. And I don't know if I want to buy it again. But this is just what I'm getting from some quick looking at the campaign. So it's like, I didn't back it, but I know I can always late pledge for it if I care. Or just wait for retail and just buy it at retail, probably for cheaper and locally, and not pay shipping. I don't know. I don't know if I care. But you telling me it made record on GameFound or made 10 million euros or whatever?
Yeah, they Malcolm said 12 million USD in the end.
Yeah, that doesn't even wake me up in the morning. Like, I don't care about any of that. Like, funded in 10 seconds, most money ever made on GameFound, our best campaign ever. That could still mean your game is mediocre as shit and comes out so late. And like, I don't want to back a game that I'm not getting till 2028. Like, you know, like, do I care? Like, I don't care. And if it is that amazing, I can buy it later. Mm-hmm. I will be able to buy it later.
Yeah, you guys will play it. You will tell us it's great. And then we'll look into it again.
Yeah, maybe. Or I might go late pledge on it in a week or two. Like, I don't know. It's just hard to invest that kind of money to me in a single game that I'm not going to see for a while, and it's a gamble.
Yeah, 100%.
When I could go play any other game that's out right now that's also amazing, or play a game I already own, or go to my local game store, buy something that comes out even... I can buy a game that comes out next fall and still play that and enjoy that before that game ever gets delivered. Mm-hmm. So like, I don't know if I want to tie money up into that kind of stuff and support that kind of business practice. That's just me though. Because they definitely made enough money from the last one. They don't need to ask people for money to print their next board game. Like, unless they mismanage their funds. So it's like, you know, they can take pre-orders. Like, I kind of want to vote with my wallet a little more. And that's what part of the crowdfunding thing was. Like, well, why can't we go back to pre-orders? I know that's what this kind of is, but like, do pre-orders when it's closer to being made. Because like,
You don't do a pre-order for something you're going to get in 2027, possibly 2028 at this point.
Yeah, that just gives me vibes that like you don't believe in your product enough to like finish it before asking for money, like, and you have money already. That's why the CMON thing was a problem. They're making tons of money at the time. Obviously, there's problems over years. That model doesn't work.
Yeah.
But like, shouldn't you be making all your profit from a previous game and then like using that to kickstart your own internally kickstart your next game, quote unquote, to start a proper business model? But if you literally can't stay afloat without asking for people to give you millions of dollars in advance, like that's shaky ground. That's like thin ice to be walking on. Like, as we've seen, it's a proven that you will eventually trip and fall. And like when one project fails and you're using funds from the next project to pay for it, and that drops the quality of that next project coming out, which was mentioned in the chat earlier, the whole Alter Quest and Street Masters made big money, but that company was full of a bunch of finance guys that just wanted to steal money from people and rip people off. And then they didn't invest the money correctly in the next projects, would lead to poor products being delivered that weren't properly designed, finished, and play tested. So they became messy, lower quality products just because they were trying to use money to pay for a previous campaign. So I don't know if that's what's happening here, and they also had a game that came out in between. So it's like they're just going to be the new CMON and Awaken Realms that just like lives on crowdfunding that's always asking for money for the next game. I don't know if I want to support it that way. I'd rather buy it at the retailer, my local game store when it comes out, if it's that good, get a lesser version without all the extra FOMO crap, and also support my local game store. And like, I don't know. That's just the way I look at it. That's kind of what my attitude is. So yeah, I'm not blindly backing something because someone else does. That's what's happening. And it's like, that's great on them. They have awesome marketing. But I'm still yet to hear about them releasing an amazing game. So yeah.
Oh, then Spencer.
Oh no. Spencer's here. I mean, hey, Spencer. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to the best gaming channel ever. I hope there's plenty of accessories and cardboard under everyone's tree.
Thank you, Spencer.
Very nice.
Thank you. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to
Yes.
your family as well. Thank you.
Yeah, wishing you guys the best. Thank you. Thank you for your long-term support. Good to see you. So Amalgamate says they got me with the audio narration for the core standee version at least. Yeah, that's a good question. I was talking with Mel. Like, do we just back a standee version of a game like this now going forward? Because we wouldn't have to paint the miniatures. We enjoyed playing Frosthaven and Gloomhaven. They had a bunch of standees, for example.
It's a legacy game. Yes, I know you can replay it in the end, but will we? Likely not. So do we need the minis? No.
Yeah, we're playing Tainted Grail Kings of Ruin right now. We don't have the extra mini pack for all the Guardians or whatever. It's like, does that matter? Personally, no. But when you're playing on YouTube and it's like, I want it to look the coolest on the table when we stream it, so it'd be nice to have painted minis, but you know what? Maybe that's not the play. But it still felt expensive for a standee game. I was like, what? Like, but it's, I don't know. Maybe I'll buy it, try it as a standee version. That's kind of where I'm like leaning. But I'm not expecting it to be a great game. I'm not expecting it to be delivered on time. I'm not expecting to feel I got my money's worth. But I'm debating backing it just because, like, I want to play it on YouTube and try it out because I could be proven wrong. There's that little sliver that I might be proven wrong, or that people just want to watch it and be a fun watch. Like, it could be something fun to play based on other games we played, based on the whole like little like story and adventure legacy kind of style, like hidden things in the game kind of stuff. We like that. So yeah. And the game looks nice. Like, they're just reusing assets mainly from their last game or their old world game, and I think their last game too. It feels like they just are reusing a lot of art and assets, which is fine, I guess. But I could be wrong about that. But really looks like a more refined, narrative-heavy, old world wild hunt experience in campaign mode, of course. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's just a campaign version of the previous game. Is what the vibe I got, which to me sounds okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
The game was good. The mechanics were fine. It looked nice, that's for sure. So yeah, maybe the campaign version. But is that worth it for 200 plus Canadian dollars, plus tax and shipping and all that? Like, and will I care about it 2 or 3 years from now when I actually go to play it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, will there be something that's way better by then that I'd rather spend my money on? Probably. If it was delivering like next year, maybe I'd be more like, oh, that's fine. I'd play something like that right now. But like, I'll tell you, if I back that now, I will care every year that passes by before I get it. I will care less and less. And I'll regret it more and more. Spencer, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much for the generosity. Just in case Santa didn't bring you what you wanted. By the way, was gifted. Oh, I was gifted Spire's End, a solo card game. Have you played it? No, but that sounds familiar. I think I looked into that before. I'm gonna add that to my list, Spencer, to look up later.
That's awesome that you're already receiving presents.
Yeah.
Lucky
wish.
Man.
Well, I guess I just received a present. Thank you. I mean, thank you, Spencer, for the gift. I'm not ungrateful.
I mean, like physical gifts.
Thank you for your super chat donation. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm not ungrateful, I swear. Oh, okay. It didn't beat Frosthaven for most funded crowdfunding overall. Just the most game-funded crowdfunding game. Which I guess is good because GameFound is known for making less money for board games in general than it would if you were on Kickstarter. But it's getting better, I think. People are learning about it as time goes on and going there, which is good. Because it's nice to go to a place that's just board games, like, and not have to go through all the other Kickstarter stuff every time you go on there, you know?
Yeah.
I just backed the standard edition of Witcher. Okay, people are backing the standard edition. I don't feel as bad if I back the standard edition then. I just thought people would not care and want to see all the minis if I went the standard one, but the minis are completely unnecessary, inflated the price, and will increase the box size too much. Also, the expansions aren't exclusives. Ooh. But if that's the case, then it's better for me to wait for retail here in Canada because it will come around the same time it delivers. It will show up in our game stores. I probably can already pre-order it through some of my local game stores. I will pay less for it, and I will not have to pay shipping, and I'll even get a loyalty discount on it sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Which just makes more sense. It still supports the designer, the publisher, but it also supports like Canadian distribution, Canadian retail, and yeah, it just makes sense. And like less of your donations that just get flushed down the toilet on paying Kickstarter shipping, you know?
Yeah.
Casey's asking, have you ever played one of the ugliest yet most strategic games ever made called Dreamblade? No.
Nope.
Adding it to the list. No, I have not. Never even heard of it. Yep.
The name of that one.
Kathy, thank you so much for the super chat. Just wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas and let you know I really enjoy your channel.
Thank you so much.
And I really enjoy nice comments like that, Kathy. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Hope you're having a good holidays.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, the old world being, or the legacy being a co-op too. Yeah, that definitely had me more intrigued. And that's why we added the co-op expansions and all that stuff to the first one. Because I was like, oh, I'll play it because it's got co-op and competitive. I like both. So
yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, I agree, Minion. I wish there was a restriction on crowdfunding that only allowed like a company of a certain size or a publishing people of a certain, you know, like a head count plus a financial
or
restriction,
like number of amounts of Kickstarters. Like you can do 2 maybe or 3.
Yeah.
And after that,
yeah, no more. Yeah. But then people just make fake companies and like get around it and all that. And like Kickstarter wants money, so that's why they don't enforce any of that kind of stuff because they just like money coming in.
Yeah.
They don't care if the projects deliver. They still get cash, right?
That's true.
So it's like, yeah, they bring in more cash, right?
That's true.
So it's like, I wish there was websites that would do that, but that would involve people not getting greedy and like, you know, money corrupts, right? Like, so it's just how it is. Yeah, Mark says I backed too many where the price dropped after the campaign. The process too steep for what I saw for what I saw was getting. I got it when I first read it. Then I'm like, I start reading very carefully, and it's like, oh, there's some typos, and it stumbles. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, if you just wait, it's like, yeah. The problem is people nowadays take advantage of your fans and early adopters. They now just take advantage of you. Before the companies out there, this is in every industry. They used to be super happy that you would back them early and you're a fan of the company and they'd give you deals and exclusives. But now it's just like, they just sell you the worst version full of errata, the most expensive version, because they know you're stupid and you're going to pay it because you're like a blind fan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you can only be burned so many times before you can't get away with that. But it's like, it still works. So I don't know. I just wait and say, prove it. Prove you got something good and I'll invest later. But like, yeah.
No message, but he did have a message, like the last message there.
Thank you for the super chat. One last shot for the naughty list.
Yeah, he made it on the naughty list.
Oh.
Good job.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Casey, for all your generosity. Much appreciated. Malgus says, Spider's End is pretty, but too dark for my taste. The second game, Spider's End Hildegard, is nice, though. Okay, I'll put that one on the list, too. / Hildegard. Yeah, I appreciate the thoughts in the comments. Like, you guys help me out, too. Like I said, I'm trying to avoid things. It's, like, kind of cool where I see people who watch stuff on our channel and know us, who recommend games. I take that with way more weight than, like, again, some random content creator, some random person on BGG, or like the guy at my local board game store telling me, oh, you should buy this game, you'll like it, Rob. Yeah. It's like, I don't know what you like exactly. I can't trust you. You don't know me. But yeah, I appreciate you guys throwing some stuff. Oh, it's a nice solo or two-player. I think I've looked at Spider's End before. That sounds super familiar. I feel like I've looked at it before. I forget who recommended it, but I thought they would be here, and now I forget who it was. But I did back. I backed it recently. Someone said, who was it? Oh, I forget. I'm so sorry.
Tell me more. Maybe I'll help you.
Someone asked me to look at a game a few streams back, maybe a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And they were like, it's a solo game. It was like solo game of the month on, I don't remember which crowdfunding platform, maybe GameFound. And they were like, it's solo game of the month. You should check it out. I put it on a list. I looked at it like a week later. And then I started reading about it. I watched some stuff on it. And I was like, okay, this does look cool. And it's by the same guy that does Buttons and Bugs, Gloomhaven.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm willing to try it out. And I looked at it and then I backed it. And because it was a reasonable price. It does come out, it says by April, but I expect to not see it by like the end of next year, and I would not be mad because it's on crowdfunding. And I forget the name of it. But I was like, I don't want to back something that doesn't come out for years. And they're like, it comes out in April. So we'll talk then when the game's finally out and people played it. But I did go research and I ended up backing it. So that's one of the ones where I broke my 2025 try to avoid crowdfunding. I caved on that one.
I don't know.
And I forget I don't even know what it's called because I just back it and try to forget it. And when it shows up, I'll care again. That's the way I work. I just like, okay, this is good. I'll back it. And I just don't give a crap. So I just hope I don't miss the email that asks me to confirm my address because I've done that before and then I don't get my game and I'm like, whoops, I should not completely ignore every email.
There's no answer to that, Spencer.
Spencer's got a question here with a super chat, so I definitely have to answer it.
We gotta answer this one.
How many cookies is too many cookies?
What kind of cookies are they? Are they like homemade cookies?
Personally, no. Personally, the number is basically too many cookies is the number that causes it to 6 hours later when you're trying to sleep, but you're burping and you still taste cookies. That's too many cookies.
So you got to go one less than that.
One less than that, yes.
Yeah.
Specifically one less than that many.
Yeah.
And that's different for everyone because of your digestive system, your stomach, how you sleep and all that kind of stuff. But that's too many. Also, what could be too many is if you keep eating them and eventually you like look out the window and you see like a purple squirrel running by and it starts talking to you, you might have eaten too many cookies. Okay, you might have eaten too many cookies. Okay, that could be also the number. But again, different for everybody. You know, different for everybody. Some
Yeah,
people
you
like
don't
to
have a number.
some people like to
right?
put special narcotics in their cookies, so that could also change the amount of cookies. And
Yeah. And how big are the cookies? Are
yeah,
they just like little mini
yeah.
cookies? Are they like large cookies?
If you have an intolerance to like somebody's using something for like, you know, gluten, lactose, whatever kind of intolerance, like in the cookie, like one
Mhm.
cookie might be too many cookies,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
If you're running to the bathroom after eating so many, that's too many, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's a loaded question.
It
I
is
don't
a
know.
loaded question.
I don't know.
It's a great one.
But I never know how many are too many cookies when I eat cookies. I find out later. That's yeah.
Yeah, you'll know. You'll know when you've had too many
Eventually.
cookies.
Yeah. I never think about that when I'm eating cookies for some weird reason. I like the way Spencer's thinking about it ahead of time.
Oh, fresh hot chocolate chip cookies. That's even harder because yeah, usually you find out it's too late. You've had too many at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they just like go down like water, like
Yeah.
you just like bite and they melt in your
Like
mouth. Like
butter.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, why is it keep doing that?
I don't know. Probably related to that.
Oh, yeah. Well, good luck with that problem that you're having.
Yeah, maybe someone else in the chat has a good answer for you.
Janet, how many cookies is too many cookies for Spencer?
Yeah, Mom. How many cookies are too many cookies, Mom? We want to know. We need someone sensible here to tell us how many.
We need an adult in the chat.
Yeah, we need an adult. Yes, Radiance. Radiance, that's the name of the game. A name I'll never remember because it's just a generic word to me. It gave Solo Game of the Month their biggest crowdfunding campaign. Okay, that's cool. But it looked neat. I want to try it. So, yeah, it looked neat. Also, one thing, it's inspired by like cooperative LCGs. So I thought of Lord of the Rings LCG when I was kind of looking at it a little bit. It has some vibe there. That kind of made me interested in it. That's what I remember now that I'm thinking about it. It says, if you're lactose intolerant, then your tummy gets upset and you clear your cookie history. Yeah, then you can eat more cookies. Colin, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you for your generosity, guys. Really enjoyed your epic Elder Scrolls, Betrayal of the Second Era, and Earthborn Rangers videos. Currently trying to two-hand solo both of them at the same time.
Whoa.
How big of a table do you have? Or do you have two tables on each side and like a spinny office chair in between, and you're like playing both? No, I'm just kidding. But that's cool. That's cool.
That's awesome. Enjoy that.
Oh yeah, the Elder Scrolls. I went on that crowdfunding because obviously as a chip theory, I had to look at it. So I broke my rule again, but proud to myself. I didn't back it on the crowdfunding, but I found on my local game store actually had the gameplay all-in pledge where I could get it through a local game store, and I went and pre-ordered it through them at a better price. I won't have to pay shipping, and yeah. So I put my money into that one already, but that is scheduled to come out in like a year. So that was acceptable to me. So yeah, that's another one I broke my rule on. So yeah. Yeah, so I want to play with that expansion stuff. So stay tuned to the channel. More Elder Scrolls in the future for sure. And yeah. Thank you for your support, guys, or I wouldn't have been able to spend a couple $100 on expansions for a game. Which here I am bitching about not wanting to buy The Witcher because it's a couple $100. But I went and spent a couple $100 on expansions only. That goes against everything I believe in.
No, you have tried that game and you know you like it.
I know.
We don't know.
But the price of expansions, like some of them have just like a handful of cards. It's just the problem they're made out of such great component quality. So it's like it makes it more expensive. And it's heavier to ship. So that would make it more expensive too. But Erie's asking, have you played Skyrim? Game is good, rulebook is trash. Yes.
We have.
If it's a Skyrim game we're thinking of, from I forget the publisher. Is it Modifius? Modifius, I think is how you say it. But yes, we did play a Skyrim board game on the channel, a few playthroughs. You can find that on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I agree with you. The board game is probably trash.
No, the board game is good. The rulebook is trash.
Or the rulebook, I should say.
I agree.
I should say the rulebook, I mean. The game was okay. It was okay.
Yeah, good.
It was okay. But yeah, it was, it wasn't the best production of a board game I've ever played.
Yeah.
But again, I'm a sucker for certain themes and IPs, and then it kind of like, I was like, I'll try it for that. you know, it was a reasonable price, I think, too. Janet's answer to the cookie question is, Cookie Monster says, no limit on number of cookies. Nom, 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 nom.
It's also Christmas time, so, you know, some people indulge.
I have 12 seconds left on my timer. 9. We got to end the stream. We got to get ready to go to a family event. Don't want to be late, or not too late. I'm okay with being late, but yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Let's see.
I think you answered everyone's question.
I think I got all the questions. Sorry if you didn't have a question mark on it. Sometimes I read them and I was like, okay, I think that's a question, so I answered it, but like some I wasn't sure. But yeah, if not, just hold on to your question. In 12 months, I'll answer it then. Just kidding. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you for the support all year. Thank you for allowing me and Mel, especially me, to be able to do this with you guys, to keep it going, to keep the channel still here. I am shocked I'm still doing this full time after 6 years now. I've been doing this. Not every year's been the best, but like it's still rocking. I'm still able to do this, and only because of you guys. You know, your super chats, your likes, your subscribes, all that stuff. You're joining the channel, memberships, Patreon, all that stuff. Just even spending time watching us ramble and play games and have fun on stream. Without you guys, like, it wouldn't be going. So thank you to you guys for that. Thanks for spending time with us. Have a happy holidays. Play some games. Turn around, look at your game shelf before you back games online. Play some of the stuff you already own. Play stuff you've already played. Some of that stuff is still amazing. And introduce some people to some new games. Grow the hobby. Try some new games, even if they have ugly art and look like crap on the table, because you might find something awesome. And yeah, don't trust everyone's opinions on games, including mine. You know, try some games based on your requirements and figure it out for yourself, and you'll find awesome games, even if someone doesn't have them on their top 10 list. So yeah, those are all the things I got for this year. Mel, anything else?
No, I'll just mimic happy holidays, enjoy the time with your friends and family, and play some cool games.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys. We'll be back in a couple days. We're taking some days off, obviously for Christmas, Boxing Day, family gatherings and stuff. Spend some time with my family for once. And then we'll be back. I think I've scheduled the next stream. It is in 2 or 3 days. We're continuing our Tainted Grail Kings of Ruin, so we'll be back then. If for some reason some family event gets moved around, which sometimes can happen, I might move the stream, but for now it's scheduled, it's there, and we'll see you guys back then. And if we don't see you for that stream, we'll see you in some other stream, hopefully in the future. And thank you for watching. Have a happy New Year if we don't see you on New Year's, but we'll try to stream then too. We'll see. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays. See ya. Bye-bye.